Hello, my name is Mrs. Williams, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to write an effective essay. Today's focus will be on the introduction of the essay. What is an essay? Well, the main purpose of an essay is to express the point of view of the author or the person who is writing the essay. There are several different types of essays. There's argumentative essays that require investigating a topic, researching, gathering information, and evaluating that information. Then you establish a position on that topic, and you do it in a concise manner. There is also the narrative essay, which talks about an event. This could be an event in the author's life, something that took place in their life that's close to them, maybe a family trip that they took when they were young, or something that happened when they were in school, a great concert that they went to, something that was memorable. There's also descriptive essays. Descriptive essays describe something specifically. It could describe a person, such as a historical figure. It could describe a place, such as the Grand Canyon or the Statue of Liberty. Um, but this is a type of essay that goes into detail about a subject. There's also the analytical essay. The analytical essay will compare and contrast. It will tell the similarities and the differences between two or more ideas or objects. So those are the different types of essays. An essay is usually about 5 paragraphs, and there are 3 parts to an essay. Um, there is the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. And as I stated before, today I'm going to focus on the introduction. As it suggests, the introduction introduces the main idea of the essay. What makes a good introduction is something that captures the audience's attention. You don't want to write an essay that starts off with "once upon a time." That will probably not capture the attention of someone. It will not make them want to continue to read the essay. It also tells why this topic that you have selected is important. Okay? As stated before, one of the key things you want to do with your introduction is grab your audience's attention. So here are a couple of examples of attention grabbers. Some people like to start off their essay with a joke. A joke would be a nice way to start it off if your essay is a subject that is of a light nature, something that isn't too deep. You don't want to start off an essay about abortion or same-sex marriage with a joke. It could possibly offend someone. When you discuss religion, things of that nature, avoid using jokes. But if it's a light-hearted subject, a joke may be a great way to grab the attention of your audience. Another way to start it off is through a proverb, a quote, or a Bible verse. If you're writing about a historical figure, a great way to open up your introduction is maybe to open up with a quote from this historical figure or this famous person, something that they are known for. Also, a Bible verse is a wonderful way to start off an essay if you're talking about maybe something about your life. And Proverbs is a great book that touches upon just about any topic that's out there. An anecdote. If you're doing a narrative, like I suggested before, a story about maybe a road trip that you took with your family when you were a kid, maybe put an anecdote in there that makes the story more personal, something that you actually experienced that was memorable on your trip. A surprising fact. For me, I'm a vegetarian, so maybe if I did an essay that dealt with vegetarianism, I may throw in a fact like when you forego eating meat, you save 3 cows or something of that nature. That's not an actual fact. I couldn't think of one off the top of my head, but you get the drift. Or you might want to start off with a question. Um, did you know that there's an island on the northern tip of Hawaii that collects over 70% of the world's plastic trash? That is a good way of opening up your introduction. One, it's a question. Two, it makes people curious about where this island is, how does the trash get there, and it will make the audience read further into your essay. So now that we have grabbed the attention of the audience, we're going to move on to the actual topic, the main idea of our essay. So for this, you want to break your topic down into 3 parts. And in these parts, you want to pick upon maybe 3, 4, or 5 ideas, main ideas that your paper is going to be about. These main ideas are going to be incorporated into your thesis statement. So let's take an example. If I talk about vegetarianism and I'm doing, say, a persuasive essay on why you should go vegetarian, I can say that vegetarianism is good for your skin. Another reason that you may want to switch to become a vegetarian is because you save the planet. So, save the planet. Probably can't see that too good. And the last reason would just be for your overall health. And what you want to do with these topics is you want to go from the weakest statement to the strongest statement. So I figured good skin was probably the weakest statement out of the 3, saving the planet, and then your overall health. The overall health, I think, would be the most beneficial reason for going vegetarian. Once you start to write your essay, these points will be the topic for each one of your paragraphs. So the first paragraph, you're going to talk about why it's good for your skin. The second paragraph, you're going to talk about how it saves the planet. And the last paragraph, you'll talk about how it's good for your overall health. Moving into the end of your introduction, you're going to work on your thesis statement. And your thesis statement is kind of like the skeleton for the entire paper that helps you navigate through the rest of your paper. Lastly, the thesis statement is the most impactful sentence of your introduction. It doesn't matter what type of paper you're writing, you're going to want to have a strong thesis statement. In an argumentative essay, you're going to want to say where you stand on a certain platform. So if you're discussing same-sex marriage, you're going to have to say whether you're for or against same-sex marriage. In a persuasive essay, as the example I said before, you are going to want to give reasons why the audience should think the way you think or do what you do. So that is what the purpose of the thesis statement is. It's to bring all of that together in one concise sentence that ends out the very first paragraph, which is your introduction. And most importantly, you're going to want your thesis statement to be specific. So as a recap, your introduction is what introduces your essay to the audience. You're going to want an attention grabber that grabs hold of the audience. You're going to want to discuss your main topic with supporting ideas, and you're going to want to close it out with your thesis statement. That's all I have for you today, and good luck with your essays.